Hi everyone, my name is Michael Tedesco. I'm Cathee's oldest son. I want to thank you for expressing interest in attending our mom's virtual memorial on November 21st. This is a short tutorial on how to access that virtual memorial. We are sending an email out to everyone. It's going to look something like what you see on the screen here. This is my email. And the email is going to look something like this, where it says, "Hi there, you're invited to a Zoom webinar." It'll have the date, which is going to be November 21st, 2020 at 3:30 p.m. And it'll say our mom, Cathee's virtual memorial, November 21st. If you see here, it says, "Please click the link below to join the webinar." This is the link that you would click to join us. Right below that link is a passcode. We're protecting our memorial and our event with the password. You won't have to necessarily put the passcode in, but if it does ask you to do so, the passcode is right here below the link. All right, so if I click on this link, it will open up a page that asks me if I want to open the URL Zoom launcher, and yes, I do want to open the Zoom launcher. So I will click this little white box right here that says Open URL Zoom Launcher, and I'll click it, and then it should take me into the screen that would be the memorial. All right, just to show you what that looks like, so here is what the screen would look like. So this is the Zoom memorial. If you notice the main screen, which right now has a Hershey's Kisses teddy bear on it, that would be the main screen that my brother and I will be showing the memorial on. Everyone else's videos will be disabled unless we give them permission, if they are a special guest or such, to be on video. The microphones will also be automatically muted. At the very end of our memorial, we will have opportunities for people to speak, and we, as the hosts of the memorial, will be able to give permission to those who want to unmute or show their video and say a few words. However, it is really important that we take a look at the three bottom functions, which you will be able to use throughout the memorial: the chat function, the raise hand function, and the Q&A. So if you click on one of these, it'll access you to one of the functions there. So if I clicked on the chat, on the right side, a chat box will appear, and then you can pretty much type to everyone different messages. You can communicate with each other in that sense. And I put a couple of example messages. "Hi everyone, how do you know Cathee? She was an amazing singer. Her love and spirit will always live on." Okay, so that's the chat function. If I look at the middle function here, raise hand, if I click on it, the hand becomes blue, and that indicates that you have your hand raised and you want to say something. So we'll be using this function at the end of the memorial, so that, again, if you want to say something, we can see that your hand is raised, and we will be able to choose you and unmute your mic or show your video. The last function is the Q&A function. If you click on it, this box pops up where you can write questions that we may not be able to answer right at the moment, but we will make sure to look at this Q&A and respond throughout the memorial. I put an example question: how can I donate to the Pancreatic Cancer Action Network PanCan fundraiser in honor of your mother, Cathee? So we are doing a fundraiser on Facebook for PanCan, a very good organization. And so if you have that question, you can put it in the Q&A chat box. If you want to send it anonymously, there's a box here where you can click to send anonymously, and then you would press send, and we would answer that question at some point during the memorial. All right, so that's pretty much the setup here. If you are going to be using your phone and accessing Zoom through that, the audio setting should be pretty much automatic, since your speakers are already built into your phone. If you have a computer and you want to specify certain audio settings, there is a section on the left where you can click on which speakers you're going to use and how loud it needs to be, etc. And of course, if you need to leave the memorial, there's a button on the lower right that says leave. And that is pretty much the setup for the Zoom webinar. Okay, so again, you'll get this email. Again, it'll be titled something of this nature: Zoom webinar invitation, our mom's Cathee's virtual memorial, November 21st. It will have the link. It'll have a passcode. Now, if you have Zoom already downloaded on your phone, when you click this link, it should be automatic. It should go straight through. However, if you don't have Zoom downloaded on your phone, whether it's an iPhone or an Android, it may prompt you to download Zoom. You can also download Zoom right, even before you receive this link from us, just so you have it on your phone already. So I can show you really quickly how to do that. All right, so here's a short video on how to install Zoom on your iPhone. Just note that if you have an Android phone, it's pretty much the same thing, except you'd be doing this through the Play Store, which is the app store for Android phones.
Hey guys, welcome. So we're putting together this video to help anyone who needs a little bit of assistance with installing the Zoom app on your mobile device and also with joining a meeting. So first things first, you're going to want to download the Zoom app in either your App Store, iOS App Store, or your Google Play Store. So first things first, you're going to go over and go to search. You're going to search Zoom. Okay, and your depending on if I had already downloaded this, so I had to uninstall it so that you could see this process. My button shows it's downloading from the iCloud, but yours will say get. So you're going to hit the button next to Zoom Cloud Meetings, and you're going to wait until it finishes downloading. Okay guys, great. Now once your app has downloaded, you're going to go to wherever your link is. So you should have received a link in either your email or in a text message. In my case, my link came as a text message. So I'm going to click on my link. It will automatically open the Zoom app. It'll ask me to enter my name. It may just use the device's name, but I'm just going to put Matthew. We're going to hit continue. Now,
all right, so just to show you right here, the phone may ask to access your camera and microphone. That's normal, so just make sure that you do that. And but more likely, because we will have microphones and cameras disabled from the beginning, it probably won't ask you to access the camera or microphone. It will probably just send you right into our memorial chat room. So just be aware that if it does ask you to access the camera or microphone, that's fine. Okay. Now, if you are not using a phone, if you're using a desktop or laptop, the easiest way to download Zoom is to go to Google, click, type in Zoom download. All right, it's the very first hit right here, zoom.us, download center Zoom. So you click on this, and again, it's zoom.us/download if you need the exact type in link. And you're going to download Zoom client for meetings. So you click this blue button, you click download. Usually, depending on what browser you have, it'll say that you've downloaded something, and just follow the instructions that your computer asks you to follow. Finally, if by any chance you don't have a computer or a tablet or an iPhone, Android phone, smartphone, and you only have telephone access, meaning you have a telephone with a telephone number, you can actually still join our memorial via the Zoom webinar. And the way that you do that is in that email that we're sending you, below the link and the passcode, there is a little section that says or telephone. Okay, it's right there. And it says dial one of these numbers. So for the US, it gives you a bunch of different numbers you can try. I don't think it matters which one. So you can always try the first one. Again, the phone number here and the passcode here and all the numbers here are just examples. These are not the numbers that you will be dialing. When you get the official email, those are the pieces of information that you will use, the passcode, the phone number, etc. But just as an example, you would dial this number on a phone, and the person or the automated message at the other end will say, "Welcome to Zoom. Please input your webinar ID and then press pound." So if you notice right here below the phone number is the webinar ID. It's an 11-digit number. Uh, and so you would put that webinar ID in this case, 819-1017-8019, and then press pound. The second question that the automation will ask you is to put in a participant ID, but you don't have to worry about that. So you can just press pound again. They'll say, if you don't have the participant ID, just press pound. So press pound again. And then lastly, it will ask you for the passcode. So this is where the passcode is important. So it'll say, please enter the passcode for the meeting and then press pound. So you would enter this 6-digit number, whichever one is the passcode on the official email, and then you would press pound. All right. And then once you do all of that, you will be able to hear everything that is being said or broadcast in the memorial. You won't be able to see anything, but it is an alternative for people who don't have computers. All right, so that's pretty much it. And I do want to remind people that the microphones and cameras, and if you're on telephone, your telephone microphone will be muted throughout the memorial, but at the very end, we will give opportunities for people to speak and to say something to Cathee or about Cathee, our mom. And so please be aware of that. There are some special instructions if you want to do that and you're on the phone. So please feel free to contact me or my brother Lenny if you have any questions, if you have tech issues. We really just want to make sure that you all get an opportunity to celebrate with us and to honor our mom's life in this virtual memorial. So we look forward to seeing you on November 21st at 3:30 p.m. Keep an eye out for an email and feel free to email us if you have any questions.